Football movie fans, I just got back from the new 12 Mighty Orphans, the true story about 12 orphans who come together to play high school football in Texas during the Great Depression. This movie was kind of a combination between Gridiron Gang's Junction Boys, that old ESPN movie with Tom Berenger, and in a dash of Remember the Titans. How was it? Undercooked. That's pretty much the harsh reality of this. I was very much excited for this. It looked great. Had everything, all the great ingredients. Good actor, solid acting, interesting story with some good parts, really cool moments, but it's just bogged down by mediocre writing and mediocre editing, and it's poorly executed with character development. So it never really leaves you like knowing these kids. Unlike remember the Titans and the other classic football movies where you really start to like have empathy and you start to build up care for these certain characters and stuff. This one, you feel like you don't even know the kids. Halfway through, you're kind of even confusing them with each other, with an exception of one, the main one. Overall, the dialogue wasn't bad, minus a few cliche moments, and one particular "come home, I am home" moment. I threw my head back, like, are you serious? Because it was just so overly cliche. So it was bogged down a tad bit by those. Which brings me to the biggest problem, is that it misses nearly every single emotional mark that is aiming to hit. And when you're doing an underdog movie of any sport, that's the biggest payoff, is those emotional redeeming moments. And this movie just really never gave itself time to build any of those, whether it be the backstories from the kids, Luke Wilson's character, the coach, Martin Sheen's character. It just doesn't give itself enough time to let these things develop, so it robs itself of sticking that landing, the big redeeming payoff moments. And still, Luke Wilson, Martin Sheen, they have enough acting talent to kind of pull you through a couple hours. If you're a big football fan like me, if you're a big movie football fan, it's worth checking out. It's enough to kill a couple hours. I give it a 6. It's not that it's a bad movie. It's just not a great movie. It's barely a good movie, but it's enjoyable for fans of the game. It kind of taught me some things, some history things that I didn't know about football. So if you're a football fan, it might be worth killing a couple hours. Don't go in expecting Remember the Titans. Don't go in expecting anything too grand. No Longest Yard even. A lot of the football stuff, it's fun on the field, but it could have been built up better. It could have delivered better. Some of the games, some of the stuff they showed was they kind of skate over it, and it was a little underwhelming overall. But like I said, 6 out of 10. If you're not a football fan, yeah, you might lean a little bit more towards a 5 out of 10. But nevertheless, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how you liked it, if I'm right, if I'm wrong, and thanks for listening.